Why you must relish every opportunity to speak.
Videos that will make you master speaking and grow your personal brand.
Especially if you're a new speaker. You must dedicate yourself to the task if you want to create, organize, and give a fantastic presentation. If you walk in with a bad attitude, it will be evident by the attendees, and the finished product will be worse. People pick up on that, especially if you are fearful. Relish your opportunity, prepare for it. Change your vocabulary and your attitude. I visited one of my favorite blogs by Michael Hyatt. I was attempting to decide between various reader questions for this article. And here's what I found: how a change in vocabulary can instantly change your attitude in his article. It dawned on me when I hung up, I'm not required to speak, I get to talk. My mindset was immediately altered by that. Let me repeat that. It dawned on me when I hung up, I am not required to speak, I get to talk, meaning it's an opportunity / privilege. Not everybody desires to speak, not everybody is capable of speaking until they decide that they're capable, but it is an option to speak, and use that as an opportunity and as a privilege. Your mindset when choosing those words will alter also. And remember, if the first sentence, I have to do it, is written in the language of obligation, nothing incorrect about that. I support taking responsibility, but far too frequently we groan when we say it as if it were a sentence, or we were suffering to do this with clenched fists. Is suffering. It feels intense. It feels obligatory. It feels like mommy is making me do it against my will. That doesn't sound like an opportunity. It feels like you're being forced, and your audience will feel it. Here's another phrase to look at. I get to do it is a privileged term. It feels as though we've been given a gift and we are grateful for the chance. Think of your ministers, your preachers, your priests, your rabbis, your religious leaders. They do it out of passion. This is not a sway with one or another. However, these people that stand on the pulpits in various environments, they look at themselves as privileged conduits of a particular word, albeit from God or a higher source, to share with the people that are listening. They don't look at it as obligation, they look at it as privilege. That's the reason these people who stand in front of us with their uniforms, they feel privileged. They don't have to do it. It's a privilege to be a prime minister. It's a privilege to be a president. It's a privilege to be a CEO. No one forced these people to do it. We must keep in mind that every opportunity to speak is a pleasure to be savored. You almost taste it, even though it may also be a duty. A police captain who has to speak to the press about a series of crimes that happens in a particular neighborhood may feel like he's being forced. He has to answer to these harsh situations that have occurred under his or her watch. It's a chance to start a conversation about problems. It's a chance to inspire others to take action. Simply changing obligation to opportunity changes your mindset, your effectiveness to connect with an audience, and you will feel better and more motivated to deliver a presentation and speech that inspires others. An optimistic outlook will bring you a wealth of benefits. You'll feel more energized and eager to talk when it's your turn to speak, which will make the effort required to plan and prepare a presentation appear less onerous, less like it's an obligation. You become more audience focused when you frame the chance as a privilege, which is always a good thing. It is a good thing. Additional word changes for speakers. I want to bring this up. I visited Michael Hyatt's blog once again, and he had this question: the big picture is taken care of by framing a speaking opportunity as a luxury, but you may use the same vocabulary change for other aspects of speaking. Every chance to speak is a luxury that should be cherished. Instead of "it takes too long to edit my speech," consider this: my message becomes clearer with every revision. Instead of "I'm required to deliver a report on my team's development every 2 weeks," do this: the accomplishment of my project is important to management, to people above me. Instead of slides with text that are simpler, prepare with "do this. For my audience, visual slides are preferable." Instead of "everyone here is evaluating me," "everyone here wants something from me." Instead of "I'm so anxious I could run away," try this: "My nerves are a sign of my desire to succeed and connect with my audience. I've succeeded if I can persuade even a small number of individuals." Succeeded, connected, privileged. I've touched people. Do you think you can touch people if you feel obligated, or will you push them away? These are examples of how speech and what you tell yourself, your self-talk, will directly affect your output. Hope you've enjoyed this video today. We'll see you in the next one.